everyone. This is Jim Biringer here, NHLRumors.com, back again. Click that notify button, subscribe to the channel, like this video. We're back again. Big news Friday night. Mikko Rantanen traded from the Colorado Avalanche to the Carolina Hurricanes. Marty Necas, Jack Drury is part of the return, a couple of draft picks as well. Chicago involved in this deal as well. They're going to retain half of Mikko Rantanen's salary. Also, Taylor Hall going to the Carolina Hurricanes. We get it from two perspectives. First, from the Colorado perspective, Rantanen was an unrestricted free agent. They were trying to make progress on a new deal. However, as it's been documented, Leon Draisaitl gets $14 million from the Edmonton Oilers before the season started. That shifted the entire market because Rantanen believes he's a $14 million player. He's going to have another 100-point season. Now you look at it and you say to yourself, okay, McKinnon and Rantanen are probably one of the best duos in the National Hockey League. They've been together forever. Same thing with Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl up in Edmonton. So you know Connor's going to reset the market. He's going to be the standard, and Draisaitl falls in behind him. Well, the Colorado Avalanche said, well, we're going to have an internal salary cap no matter what the cap number is, and Nathan McKinnon's going to get $12.6 million. Well, Mikko Rantanen's not going to take $11.75 to be the highest paid winger in the National Hockey League because Mitch Marner is going to be the highest paid winger in the National Hockey League. So you look at it and you say to yourself, okay, he wanted $14 million. They were probably going to do something last minute, similar to Gabriel Landeskog. But once the reports came out that he was potentially going to get traded, the people were like, we still don't believe it. They're going to probably get something done at the end of the year, probably come down last minute. But listening to Eric Tulsky from the Carolina side, they've been talking to Colorado about Mikko Rantanen going back to the summer. The last several weeks, things escalated. Once Colorado knew he wasn't budging from his deal, wasn't going to really take that kind of a discount, they had to move him out and they get assets back, similar to what the Winnipeg Jets got for Pierre-Luc Dubois. They get Martin Necas, Jack Drury, and some future assets they can use because Colorado's not done. As Chris McFarland said, as much as it stinks losing that player, the player has the right to be a free agent. He wants to create depth on his roster. He feeling Rantanen making $14 million. Cale Makar's extension is coming up. He's eligible to sign one. He's going to reset the D market. That's a problem. And then they can't field the team. They've already reshaped their goaltending. So you bring in a cheaper player, Marty Necas, maybe not the same type of player, Mikko Rantanen, but he's a facilitator similar to McKinnon. Let's see how that dynamic works. But he's got another year at around $6.5 million. They could probably get him a cheap extension if he wants to stay. So Colorado decided it's a business, similar to what Chris Drury did in New York, moving out Jacob Trouba, Kakpo, all those players. So owners and GMs know it's a business. Players sometimes don't know it much as a business, except when it's negotiation time. And McKinnon and Bednar were not happy with the deal. They were actually shocked by it. But it is a business. And this potentially could see the NHL do more of these NBA-type deals. The NBA is known for making these type deals, but, we don't see top 10 players traded all the time. You got to go back a few years for this kind of stuff to really, really happen. Remember, PK Subban, Shea Weber type deals. And, Colorado needs a second-line center still. Gabriel Landeskog probably not coming back this season. Now they have cap space to work with. Could they potentially go get JT Miller? Could they look at a Dylan Cousins? Could they look somewhere else to get a second-line center because Casey Middlestat isn't working out? And they took a chance last year, Casey Middlestat for Bo Byram. Hasn't really worked out. And, Chris McFarland takes another big risk because Colorado potentially, if you look at it, they have taken a step back a little bit. But they didn't want to pay Rantanen. Now he's in Carolina. There's a big risk by Eric Tulsky. Again, 2 years in a row. Last year, Jake Getzel goes to Carolina. They can't re-sign him. They send him to Tampa. He signs there. Now, does Carolina really want to pay, Mikko Rantanen $14 million a season? We know the ownership. Tom Dundon does not like to shell out money. But can Eric Tulsky convince him to say, hey, $13 million plus bonuses? Could there be some deferred payments later down on the road? Like similar to a Shohei Ohtani deal that we see in Major League Baseball. Things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what Carolina does. They were in on talks with Vancouver that day as well. They had been working to either try to get Elias Pettersson or JT Miller. JT Miller, the package probably would have included Jesperi Kotkaniemi. The Pedersen deal would, according to the insiders, Pierre LeBrun, Chris Johnston, Elliot Freeman, they probably would have got Marty Necas, Jack Drury for Elias Pettersson, because remember last year, go back to last year, Carolina, Vancouver have been talking about that potential trade before both signed extensions. Carolina's big job now is to sign Mikko Rantanen. If they can't do it, don't think they're going to trade him because it's cup or bust now for Carolina. But maybe they trade his rights, like similar to maybe what Colorado could do. This could open some things up because, you know, we talk about guys walking away for nothing. Again, to me, back in the old NHL, guys just did walk away for nothing. Now it's got to get something in return. Where does Carolina think they can do? So those are the two big mission statements now for both teams. Now that this trade has gone down, it was a blockbuster trade on Friday night. And it's something that we have to keep an eye on moving forward because this could open the door to some bigger deals as activity picks up heading into Four Nations face-off, heading into the March 7th trade deadline. Again, Mikko Rantanen going to Carolina as part of the return. Marty Necas and Jack Drury going to Colorado. Taylor Hall also there as well. Those two guys are going to fit really well into Rod Brendamore's system. Carolina going all in again this year. Huge risk, but if there's a GM that can get it done, Eric Tolsky probably could convince Tom Dundon to sign Rantanen to an extension. This is Jim Biringer, NHLRumors.com. Again, stay notified, subscribe to the channel, like this video. We'll be back again for another Rumors video this week. Take care.